Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Planet Coaster Console Edition Korea episode. Now, these have seemed to have been very popular, and I didn't think they were going to be as popular as they were. My first episode has got over 1,000 views on the first episode, which is, it's absolutely great to see. It's crazy that there's 1,000 views on the first episode. So if you haven't already, go subscribe, and you can check out the rest of the series on the channel. But here we are, and you may notice we're looking a little bit different here to what we had last time. So I went for the chairlift, and off camera I was trying to figure out why it wasn't working, and I honestly just couldn't figure it out why it wasn't working. So I went, I'll look at all the other transport rides and let's see what I can fit in. So I thought let's have a look through. So I could have gone for a train. I could have tried the boats. I did actually try the boat. The issue that I had was the boat had to be a full circuit, which means I basically had to demolish this path, remove this dirt bridge, and then send it back round this way, which all in all was good. But then I kept on looking at the transport rides. I thought, why not just do this almost this people mover like they have in like Disneyland, or like places like that, Universal. And it looks a little bit out of place, I'll admit, but it works, and it gets people from one side of the park to the other, which is great. And we are making money, as you can see, $7,155 in the bank at the moment. So great to see what we've got going here. But I'm actually going to try and build some rides today over on this side of the park. Now, in terms of my medium and hard objectives, I need a park rating of 600, and I need to pay off all my loans. So what I'm looking for here is to basically just build up the park, do whatever I so like, and pretty much get to where we need to be. You may notice something a little bit different about my ride selection as well. We have quite a lot of what looks to be classic, very classic rides. That's because I just bought the Vintage and World's Fair bundle, which is new to Planet Coaster Console, and obviously it will be probably is available. I think it's already available on the PC version, but Planet Coaster Console has just come out as a DLC, which is great to see. And yeah, so that's why there is a lot of these kind of rides in, and I'm going to start building them. I know we have rides over here at the entrance. Okay, that is fine. I'm going to keep those there. This kind of keeps this entrance area going, and I'm just going to build from the back here and work our way around. I don't think we're going to fill all of this in, but we might as well try, because I want to try and make sure people are using that transport ride as much as possible. So let's get building. I don't think at the moment the coaster is viable. Let's have a look. Have we got anything that is viable too? But I mean, we could build the motorbike coaster. I mean, it would be a pretty bog standard layout. It's not going to be anything special. I've got the motorbike coaster as a. I could actually build my own model of the spinning coaster. And I actually made a model of this, a bit of a realistic model for what was it? Yeah, I did it in this. I've got this huge park with a ton of just coasters in it. So I built this quite sort of realistic spinning coaster model, which I think would work really well in this park as a sort of a family attraction. Could that be high enough? Possibly a little bit lower. What is obstructing me? Is it all of these trees? Okay, hang on. Let's do a bit of a tree clearance here. Let's do a little bit of a tree clearance. Okay, now let's see if we can fit this coaster in here. We actually do also have a Bog Standard SLC. Now, I built this Obviously, I think this here is definitely way too much money, but I built this here. You can see it's pretty much it's standard layout. Apart from it, I did make the wonderful bonus helix at the end, which is great to see. So yeah, I got a bonus helix. It's not completely accurate, but it's pretty accurate, I'd say. I mean, I'm personally quite happy with it on how it looks, and it pretty much does look like a standard SLC. But no, we're not going to be building standard SLCs because we ain't that type of park. We ain't just going to buy filler attractions. I think this is a really nice spot to put it in. Except if we can just put it slightly a bit more back. Yeah, I think this is great. Can I put it a little bit more down? Okay, it's angry at me because I've not left enough room. I think that's great. Yeah, all is supported. Let's go with that. I think that's going to be great. Let's give it a test. Before we give it a test, let's flip the station round. There we go. Now let's give it a test. I'll be working off of block sections, so let's see if we can work it off of the block sections here. Entrance there, exit here, but personally, because I want the exit to be is at the front, pretty much right next to where the exit actually is. We've been using this path, so to try and use this a bit more, I want a bigger pathway for this. If we can I possibly... Okay. Let's get the railing on the elevated, because I think it's going to need it. I'm not going to, let's get that going, and then down. See, no, it's not going to let me. You're not going to let me turn that. Let me turn that. Oh, that's a big pathway. It doesn't let me do that on the down turn. That's weird. Anyway, I've got paths on the Q on. There you go. Got the railings off on everything because of the what I've been doing in my parks, just off camera anyway. I've just been making that. I think that queue should be long enough. If it's not, could I possibly send it back around this way? Yeah. And let's put it there. So it's going to be easily accessible from all areas here. I actually really like this coaster. I think it's really nice. I feel like it does actually need a little bit more speed. So let's see if I can just whack that friction multiplier down a bit. Because I feel like the end of the ride just requires just that little bit more speed. I think the first part of the ride is really cool. So it comes down through here. And then it obviously would just stay in fairly central on this first drop. Not too intense. And then we're through this this block section. Down the drop, and then when we get into the spinning part of the ride, so we're going to go into a little bit of an airtime hill, not too bad there, and then it's going to come round again into another block section. I think this is carrying some really good speed, to be honest. The cars are still spinning, and it's coming to the brake run, fairly well there, I'd say. Yeah. So let's get the queue open. Now there's actually one of these being built quite recently, actually, in God, the pathway's so big, in Portons Park in the UK. If you actually go down to Portons Park, you'll see this being built, which is well, not this exact model. Well, no, this exact model, sorry, but not this exact layout. I've just built a nice custom layout, but that model is very similar to, I believe it's a similar model to another one of the, not the similar model, similar layout to the similar spinning coaster. But yeah, all built by the wonderful Mac Rides. They do some great stuff, Mac. They're pushing out rides all the time. You can actually never go wrong with Mac. You can never go wrong with Mac Rides. Do really love a good Mac multi-launch. Icon. For me, it's the best coaster in the UK. I know some people disagree and say I'm following the crowd, but honestly, it is a really great ride. But it's good to see different variants of coasters starting to open up now in the UK. Obviously, we've got this Mac Spinner, recently got a Mac multi-launch. There's rumours of rumours of an RMC. Well, there's been rumours for ages of an RMC coming to Thorpe Park, whether that happened or not. A recent GCI at Alton Towers. UK coaster industry, I feel like a lot of people say this, but really does need to catch up on the rest of the world, because at the moment it doesn't quite. We're quite a bit far back from the rest of the world in terms of the coaster industry. But yeah, I think it'd be definitely great to see more rides in the future. Speaking of classic fairground rides, actually, and recently been quite a huge sort of leak, as you'd say, into Alton Towers currently supposedly getting 4 fairground-like attractions. It's like filler rides for this year. Now, when I first heard about this, I turned around and went, well, hang on a minute, it's going to look really tacky. And the rumour was that they were supposed to be building it on like the lawn, and then when people turn around saying, oh no, they're going to place it in different parts of the park, it made me think a little bit more, and I turned around and went, this might not be as bad, but I just don't understand how you say you have something like this, right? Obviously, this is the old style sort of twister model. Say you've got something like this. I know it's not going to be a sizzler. I think these are called, yeah. Don't think it's going to be. It's definitely not going to be one of these, right? But how are you going to fit this into Alton Towers' themed and immersive experience? How are you going to fit something like something like this into Alton Towers' themed and immersive experience? It just doesn't really feel like it's going to fit in. But let me know your guys' opinions. But for me, it's going to be an interesting one. It's definitely a business move. It's definitely something to go, hey, look, we struggled last year as a park. Hey, yeah, we struggled last year as a park. So for this year, because you've got to think about it as well, because of the way the government guidelines are in the UK, if the government guidelines are indoor attractions can't open until later on in the year, it would make sense to have some of these kind of filler attractions come in and do fill in those gaps until the next rides come. And when you look at it in that way, you think, well, they're not going to be the same. But it's definitely a business move from Towers. I always respect Towers and what they do. I mean, they haven't done the best things in the past, but obviously at the moment, because of the pandemic, you've just kind of got to go with it. To be honest, that's what you got to do now. And these times, these troubled times, you just kind of got to go with it. And I think it's definitely a business move from Towers. I don't think they're definitely not going to be permanent. I don't see them keeping things permanent like that. And it's, as I said, definitely a business move. Filler attractions, because things like Hex, the dungeons, Duel, stuff like that aren't going to be able to open straight away. So things like that is definitely going to be the reason why they added it. But anyway, I've just added the classic. I've added the classic twister here. I think it's quite a sort of fairy tale-esque vintage style park. So I feel like it's fitting quite nicely. Then I've got this lovely Max spinner here that currently isn't filling its capacity. Well, it is actually. There's people waiting-ish. It would be nice if people could get on before it hits the block section. People are making their way over here. I think it'll take time because people are trying to use this the people mover. Yeah, they are. I want to change something. This station over here. Is this station 42? I'm going to change that because there's no need to wait that long over this side. There you go. Yeah, this should be good. So it shouldn't actually wait too long over here, so we can start shifting some more people over this way. Because we've got a bit of a queue building up now. Yeah, there we go. We're starting to get people coming over in this direction now, which is great because that queue definitely is starting to fill up. I think because of the way this ride is, it's just, it might be alright to be fair, because once these people get off, these people get on. Yeah, they're just having to wait at that block section. It's really infuriating. Yeah, it's literally it's really annoying me actually how that's happening. Let me see if I can adjust the number. Oh wait, I can actually adjust the number. Yeah, it's just adjust the number of trains. I think it's gonna have to be the way forward for this, and then possibly up the price to $11, and then quickly get this floating through here so we can get onto the next. So we can open this up and start making some money back and start paying off this loan, because we should be able to get this park done this episode and then move on to the final park in sort of the fairy tale area. Possibly something a little bit more thrilling could we get now, maybe? Let's see if we can get a Centrum here. Can we whack that down? Yeah, just put that in here for now. It's nothing too special. Remember, we're literally just trying to get through these parks. Obviously, when we get a little bit more sort of into the next sort of harder parks with the harder difficulties, then we can start really thinking about how we're going to do this. And obviously, I want to put effort into it, but when we're just trying to make money back, it's, yeah. What the cool thing about this ride is it already has a barrier around it, which I think is sick. So, yeah, which I think is pretty cool. And everybody knows about those kind of rides. So, yeah, there we go. Silversmith Manor. So, park rating of 600.
In some ways, it actually reminds me of that park we were hired to build last year.
The one without any rides at all?
That's right. The one I still have nightmares about.
Oh, so he didn't have a park, did he? Here we go, yeah, so these... Yeah, that's grandiose. There we go. So everyone's getting the sort of the full ride experience now. Queue might be a little bit big, but it's a 2-train service. I don't really know what more you're expecting from a max spinner. I mean, the 3-train was probably about the maximum you'd see on these rides, a 3-train service. So let's add some stuff in around. So I've got a bunch of content packs now. Like I've got obviously the Spooky Adventure Vintage and World's Fair bundle, which is yeah, it's great to see. I've got all of those kind of different content packs. If any of you guys want to see any different content packs, make anything out of the different content packs, let me know, as I will definitely do so. If you guys want to see anything else other than the other than this career mode, let me know as well, because I definitely would love to do some other stuff in Planet Coaster. Sorry. So yeah. Yeah, the queue is still pretty much moving. People getting in and out of these rides, which is great. Yeah, definitely. We've got a really good system going here now on this. Really just starting to move people around. Obviously, we know we've got this Rapids ride up here as well, which is getting a queue. Which is, obviously great. We are starting to make a lot of money now, so let's see if we can actually repay off any loans. Staff happiness is down a little bit. But you've got no janitors in the park. That's an issue. We try and rectify that. We get a couple of janitors in over here. Let's have a look. Staff happiness. Yeah, let's have a look and see if we can just... Actually, no, you're all happy, to be fair, so I don't understand. You're not happy. Actually, I might get a second mechanic, because this mechanic's got to walk a long way. Yes, loan. Loans, here we go. Wow, okay, so we're having to pay off a bit of the loan, actually. Hopefully we start making more money than we can possibly earn. See, it's apparently got a pretty plain queue, so let's just start adding some different stuff in, like some trees. Let's kind of make it so it's kind of foresty. See if we can get, the ride kind of going through a forest, I think would be pretty cool. It's quite a big oak tree, actually. And I just kind of spread that around the area a little bit. I fill in the rest of these sort of blank areas. And no one's wanting to go on this. Is it because we're kind of based towards the family sort of market? Maybe this is just a little bit more thrilling for the likes of people. Just add a couple of, rocks in here. Kind of spooky vines. They don't really fit there. Didn't really seem to fit. They did. Get some of these trees in actually, because these are pretty good. Sort of fill in the gaps, fill in the areas. Make it like really foresty. Definitely the way to go for this ride. Kind of, it's almost like it's not dominating the skyline, but it's actually a reasonable height. Like it's just above the tree level, Like, if that was Alton Towers, I think you'd just be able to get away with that. Like, it's not like it's completely dominating the skyline. I think that's actually a really nice ride that I've placed there. I think the layout that I've made actually just fits in quite nicely here. Can this wrap round? It seems a little bit too close for comfort. Can it wrap round this? That might be a little bit better. A smaller kind of tree here to sort of fill in into these sort of helix areas. Why is there no one going on this? Bushes are definitely the way to go. Oh, I don't want to be putting bushes on the side of trees though. It's usually not the way to go in this. Yeah, we're almost reaching half an hour in this episode. It's crazy. I think that doesn't look too bad. Just trying to place this things around, you know. Just sort of naturalize the area a little bit more in terms of what we've got going here. I want those bushes back, to be fair, because these forest bushes usually go down quite well. Just ignore the random piece of track that just going this way. I kind of used that piece of track there to turn it around. Don't know why I did that, but I think it just allowed for a nice tighter turn, which is just better. Currently not making the world's biggest profit off of this ride, if I'm honest. However, this coaster is going to be bringing me in the stacks. It is currently making me money. But it has had a lifetime, it has had a loss at the moment in terms of its profit. It has a really plain looking queue. Look at the scenery. I don't know how this is a plain looking queue. Do you know what more you're asking from me? Filters. Let's get a... Can I get a... Oh, no. I don't want to... I want a scenery theme. I want it to be fairy tale. That's it. And I want the nature region to be deciduous. No, because there is no fairy tale deciduous stuff. Let's see if we can get some fairy tale stuff in here. It's a spooky looking tree, which I'm going to place there because that looks kind of cool. Fairy tale archway. Ah, that looks lovely. Sorry, guys, I would just make my own stuff, but that's actually really nice. Well done, Frontier, because that's sick. I'm going to try and use that on a lot of stuff now if I can. That is pretty cool. I like that. Ooh, a fountain. Oh, now that looks nice there, doesn't it? Nice and inviting of people when they come into this area. A fountain of youth. Do these guys want the fountain of youth in their queue line? You know what? They're going to have it. It's probably going to make this a very impressive looking... No, I don't want to click on the person. 61% in senior in the queue line, which is great. Now let's speed up this process. Probably best just plonk more rides in and just start paying off more of this loan. Seems like it's not the easiest option, but the simplest option. I could get power moves in here. Do you think power moves can go somewhere? Can it fit over here? Could put it on the corner, but it'd look a little bit tacky. Could place it just hanging over the water. Just remove a few of these trees here. Why is it obstructed? Oh, now it's unobstructed. Okay, for some reason, the default pathway for this is like standard default pathway. Anyway, yeah, I mean, this episode I feel has been a success. And it's probably going to be the first episode in a while of this where I'm actually going to get this done, which is going to be great. But yeah, make sure you guys keep on supporting the channel. The subscribers are just keep on going up and up every day. So if you guys are supporting the channel already, please subscribe. Would be, greatly appreciated. I'm really enjoying making videos at the moment. I know I'm not getting them out as quickly as as often as I should be actually, sorry. But yeah, I'm loving theme parks. I'd love to share my experiences, my thoughts of you guys. I'd love to, get interacting with the theme park community. Because that's what I really want to get into, and feel like I've got a lot to bring and a lot to offer to the theme park community. And I don't understand, but they play music on this, and I swear it's in French. Is there any fairy tale? Open it. It's probably going to be... Oh, its excitement is good, to be fair. Let's open it at 10 and see what happens. Okay, now let's surround it with bushes and trees. Bush, 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 bush. Bushes and trees do the job. Bushes and trees do the job. If I was designing an actual... Like, this is just Korea, so I'm just going from park to park. If I was designing an actual park, I would put a lot more effort into it than I do into these. Well, let's see, bushes and trees, they do the job. Looks like it's making money, and it looks like we're making money. And the loan is still needing to be paid. Come on, 26 months left. We're paying $1,000 a month here. What is the notification? Someone's quit. Take me to you. You're coming back. Oh, there is a lot of people trying to get onto this people mover. Can I add more things? Trains. 8 trains. That's crazy. Go on, everyone. You can get yourself back on here. Oh, they're just going to walk over there. Probably these trains are going to be coming over pretty quickly because of the way where the ride is. Yeah, look, we're filling them up already. That's it, people. Make your way over. And this is where we're going to be making our money here. Look at this. Beautiful. Absolutely outstanding. Should we just get building a coaster? I actually think we should do, because the new pack actually brings these motorbike coasters. So I just feel like how long have we got on this loan left? Because there might not be any need for it. 26 months. You know what? I will skip past until we've finished because we are reaching quite a long way into the episode now. So I will be back once this whole loan has been paid off. Alright then, so here we go. We are ready to pay out the loan and pay. And there it is.
For a family park, this place is worth a mint. And with no more debt, you've guaranteed them a bright future, even if they are stuck in the past.
And you know what? I've really come around to this place. It's been a bit of a palate cleanser in a way. It'll make me appreciate our next thrill-packed project all the more. The next one is going to be thrill-packed, right?
It definitely is. So I'm going to just press stay in this park so we can go back. And yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed this episode. And to finish off the episode, let's take a ride on the Max Spinner. But yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed this episode. Make sure you tune in for the next one. Let me know if you want to see anything else in Planet Coaster. If you want to see a different style of video, maybe me talk about stuff that's happening in theme parks around the world, in the UK, wherever. I don't mind. If you want me to, do any other videos, let me know. But yeah, let's go on a little adventure on this Mack spinning coaster here. Not the extreme spinner, and I have to say that the ride, what's it called, Ride to Happiness, I think it's called. That Mack Extreme spinning coaster looks incredible. That banana roll while spinning is going to be amazing. But here we go, down the first drop, banging back round to the left-hand side. And, yeah, quite a lot of forces down there, but not too bad at all. It's just a little bit janky, but it's Planet Coaster. You can never get it completely smooth. Down now into the next section. Spinning around here as we go up into it. It's sort of an airtime hill there. You get a little pop of ejector, nothing too much. As we go up into the mid-course. We go down now into a helix. Be nice and intense through there. Not too intense though, as it's just a family ride. Up now into a little pop of air as we go down. And into a little airtime hill again as we come into the final brake run. But yeah, that is the little Mack spinning coaster, and that is this episode 6 I think this is, of the Planet Coaster career mode here on the Cons Edition. So yeah, I will see all you guys in the next video, whether it's the next episode of this or something completely different. I do not know at the moment. So yeah, I'll let you know when we get to that. But yeah, I will see you all later.